Say communicate. Vegetable. Not vegetable. Say vegetable. I'm not sure that madam will answer you at home, but still say vegetable. I want vegetable soup, madam. Here's where we're going to with this. One class. You're selling a perception. One class. Perception. What do people perceive you as? One class. Because your perception is directly proportional to your earnability, to your what? What they pay you. Very important. Now, I'll tell you a story. Utomi Pat was supposed to speak at an event in Calabar years ago. On the day of the event, there were no flights. So he told the organizers, I'm sorry I can't come, there are no flights. He said, what? We used your name to publicize, the hall is full. No way. So they chartered a private jet. $10,000. He went to speak with them. They paid him some more $10,000. And when he was returning, he came back normally. Somebody asked him, what did you say? He said, I was just playing with them. I was just teasing them, just laughing, just having fun. Some of us will go and speak, we do acrobatics, somersault. They will still pay you 10,000 naira. Hello? Because of the brand. Because of the perception of the brand. Now hear this. Perception may not be the truth, but it is stronger than reality. People pay you based on what they perceive you. Your perception is your business, is your responsibility, is your duty. That's your beat. One more question. What do dogs like to eat? What do dogs like? Say it out. Say it out. Say it out. Bones. Thank you, bones. We agree? Bones, bones, bones. I heard something years ago that changed my mindset. Dogs don't particularly like to eat bones. Dogs like meat. They like steak. But guess what? They settle for bones. In our culture, we say, at all, naim, bad pass. They settle for bones. My question to you, lawyers, is what are you settling for? Already you're a brand. Already you're a brand. People already have put you in a particular mold, a perception about you based on what you've been consistently projecting. They've put you in a mental mold. They've put you in an earning mold. They won't give you more than this. How much is Coke in a roadside store? Coke. How much is Coke in Sheraton? Who knows? Who's been there recently? Who knows how much? Why? Same Coke. Why? Why disparity? Coke lives matter. Why? Why? Because beyond buying the bottle of Coke, you're buying an experience. You're buying that. You enter the place, there's lovely fragrance. Ambience is beautiful. Good fragrance, good music. There's a waterfall here. You walk in, you feel important. They bring you the Coke in a tray, well ironed, good looking waiters, and they serve you and put it. And there's ice in the glass. There's lime on the rind. They tell you, pour and say to you, Madam, enjoy your drink. You feel good. You're paying for it. You're paying for the experience. In university, we had two seamstresses, two tailors. When we had brand new fabrics, we went to Miss Jane. They were in the same location. There was no sign that said, only pick your brand new fabric. But what about we had brand new fabrics? And as campus undergraduates, we want to look good. We went to Miss Jane. When we have things to mend and things to patch and things to touch, we patch, amend, we'll go to Miss Mercy. There was no sign that said this way to Miss Jane and this way to Miss Mercy. It was the mental image we had created over time because they had given us that mental image unconsciously. And one day Miss Mercy was upset and she said, I can sew, I can sew, I can sew. But it was a bit too late. Because already in our minds, we have positioned her as if you want to darn and patch and mend, go here. Same thing with lawyers. You know what I'm talking about. You know the ones that are for the real deal. And the ones that are for, the ones that are for cut and bill. You know those ones that no matter what they wear, no matter the size of their wig or size of their, you know what exactly you can present to them. Now, you are the one empowering people's perception about you. That's your business. So when we look at you, from the way you carry yourself, the way you compose yourself, the way you eat, if you will take sweet and do and take pure water, say sachet. Say sachet, not sachet. Say sachet. The way you carry yourself is adding to the brand, you know. Because your brand is what we say about you when you are not in the room. When you are not in the room, like Miss Jane, like Miss Mercy, they had no meeting to say, you know what, this is how to call us. But based on perception, and perception is powerful, is profound, is how the West has drained the brain. It is. It's how our siblings die in the Sahara going to Europe. It's the same reason. Because over time, organically, through the media, through movies, through film, they have shown us a place to die for. America. Welcome to America. Welcome to Europe. So we will sell houses there, here, and go and do care jobs there. Hello. That juju strong. He's strong. You see bank managers leave, buy, sell all, and go there and do janitor. That juju strong. But it's called branding. It's been done so organically, you don't even realize. Before COVID, in the UK embassy in Nigeria, there were 10,000 applications every single day. Do the math! Do the math! We are funding the West. But we think that the West is funding us. We are funding the West. Now and again, they give you small funding aid. But the real deal, we have the numbers. 200 million people. Do you know what that can achieve? If you know how to brand yourself. And today we have the social media, my goodness. That's a monster. That's a money minting machine if you know what to do. But you must carve a niche and have a USP. What is your unique selling proposition as a person? You can't be the same. It has to be a differentiator. What is your uniqueness? You have 5 billion social media users. Where else should you be to share your thoughts about certain things with your unique flavor, with your unique aroma, with your unique style? It's an art. Selling is an art. Let me ask you again. What does MTN sell? Have you ever seen an MTN advertisement where they showed you the SIM card? Ever? Ever? Never. Who remembers that advert of MTN? Oh, Jerry. Who remembers it? Oh, Jerry. They paint family and connection and love and professionalism. That's what they market. But what they sell is SIM cards and phones. That's it. I'm asking you, what do you think you sell as lawyers? What do you think you're selling as lawyers? By the way, I feel so safe. I can even look for trouble right now and think that nobody can touch me. I have lawyers. They get my back. True? Yeah, now. Trouble now, walk. I'll be now. Yes. You must know what you market and what you sell. It's an art. You must know what you market and what you sell. It's an art. Nokia would never present to you these cheap phones and the marketing campaigns, never. They put the bigger phones up there, but that cheap phone gives them even much more money. But you must know what to market and what to sell. You market the intangible, you sell the tangible. I'll ask you again as a lawyer, what do you market? What do you sell? What do you market? What do you sell? You bring safety to the environment. You sell words, but you sell family. You know, you bring in the legal aspect to help people be on the right side of the law. Whether IP or corporate law or commercial law or family law, you're the go-to person. But how do you carry yourself? What exactly are you projecting? You are the one to empower people's perception about you. That's your job. Are you aware? Every day you're showing up. How are you showing up? As a cheap commodity or as a brand? It won't be you who will ask in the end. We'll ask somebody who knows you. They will speak for you when you're not in the room. In an oil and gas firm, they had a dress down policy. But the front desk person chose to dress up. She always had a jacket. Always looked corporate. They said about her in her absence, let's upskill her. She's manager material. Let's teach her how to be a manager. And so she didn't last long in the front desk. And you know what they'll say? Because she's fine. Because she knows the MD. No! She created her own luck. I'm saying that the lawyers can change the narrative and bring that sense of brand and premium and even art steez. Hello. It's part of it. So when you show up with style and sophistication and class, and nobody can pay you rubbish because they know that you have what it takes. But you must know your onions too. A commodity is restricted, I said, but a brand is unrestricted. There's so much you can sell. Can I have the slide before? The one that has the watermelon. The one that has the watermelon before. The one in the beginning. Where are you going? That watermelon? Yeah. I said here, are you a commodity or are you a brand? There's just so much you can sell the watermelon for. There's just, you can't go too far when you're selling watermelon. But when you choose to create a brand for it, same thing with you. If you want to just be a regular lawyer, there's a peg. There's the peg that's going to pay you. But if you choose to be a person of substance, and you choose an avenue, I heard about someone who was doing pigeon law. It was very interesting. I found that very fascinating. Pigeon law, straight law. Or this, the practice, or the ones that watch on paternity law. Oh my word, on TV. I don't know whether it's real or whether it's theater or whether it's movie, but it's phenomenal to watch. And they bring in all the artistry. The father of this child, then they now close and they do the commercial. Is, and then they call the person's name, and there's so much you're thinking, you're palpating, you can bring in your own flavor. I'm asking you, are you a commodity or are you a brand? The Coke in a roadside shop is a commodity. So if the madam tells you Coke is 2,000 naira, what will you do as a lawyer? What will you do? Hot Coke, 2,000, what will you do? You put your wig down and hold him by the... how much? Because you know how much it costs. It can't go beyond maybe 550, 600, but it can't go so far beyond. But when it goes to another environment where there's class and prestige, then they can tell you 2,000 naira for them. And you can't argue. You bring out your card painfully, reluctantly, but you bring your card out and you swipe. And the money will be taken. And you'll be not in the car, but then you're like, thank you. But you're like, 2K. 2K. For waiting now. I wasn't even so cold, but you've taken it. You've paid already. It's a brand. So my plea to you this morning, next slide please, is to create, it will take you a while, but begin to build in you the brand you want us to see. Ask your core team, what am I projecting? We do something in my class. We ask people we ask them, what do you think about them? And sometimes it's very different from what they think about themselves. It's not what you think about yourself. That's not what your brand is. It's what you've shown us over the time that we think about you. Branding is about being authentic. Authentic. As a country, if we only knew what that meant. I was in Wales some years ago, and the taxi guy was taking me to my Airbnb. He said to me, Madam, today they're playing ball. It was AFCON, African Cup of Nations. They're playing between Nigeria and I don't know what country it was, but they were playing in Egypt. He said, after dropping you, I'm going to put my whatever off and must watch you boys play good football. But we don't know how to use that. Otherwise, we should have a football village in this country. People come to train because that's already our brand. People love the way we dribble, and play football, and there's so much steez in how we play ball. We're good. But we're thinking that we should use something else to make our brand. Don't try to be something. Find out who you already are. Use that flavor to brand the person you want to be, your profession. That's how it works. Don't say, I want to be this kind of lawyer. Find out, who am I naturally? Ask your core team. Don't ask your maid, though. Don't say, Alice, sir, how am I? Oh, God, I beg you good, because at least you're going to pay Alice more. Ask people who are on your frequency, who know you and can tell you the truth. If you call Titus, the driver, sir, how am I? Oh, God, I beg you good. Who say you bad? Because month is coming to an end and you have to pay him. Ask people who can tell you the blunt truth. Who am I really? And you may not like what they say, but use what they say to rebrand yourself. I said before, a commodity is restricted. There's just how far you can go with the commodity. But with a brand, don't you go to eat somewhere, they tell you that if I'm doing, they won't call it pomo, they call it, hide and skin, peppered hide with flavored is pomo that's selling for you. But you will not pay for more price. You're going to pay for hide, peppered hide, and flavored, and they give you what kind of, and you're like, wow, it is pomo, but it has been rebranded. That's what I'm saying. That there's nothing you can't brand. So the general thing is to be a lawyer, yes, and yes, you're offering services. But what is your niche? What exactly is your unique selling proposition? What is that different thing about you? What's the differentiator? Once you find that out, you can fly with that. But it starts with how you present yourself. An interview was going on, and they asked the guy, what do you do? He said, I'm a monocotyledon cremator. Thank you. The player said, what exactly is that? He said, oh, guy, roast corn. Hear how it be. Monocotyledon cremator. Monocotyledon is corn. Cremator. Roast. Sister, I roast corn. He was just trying to up his game. Whether as an individual, as a person, as a spouse. Once in a while, I just bone for my husband. Just bone. Just to up my market value small. Because if he see you, I don't see you already. Hello? Because it's part of the confidence I'm building in myself. Once in a while, I just off. And I'll just bone. Nothing. Just because, hello, what happens when we have it in surplus? What happens to the product we have in surplus? What happens to the price? The price will drop. So even when he was courting me and I knew I liked him, I'll be doing like I know be me. Meanwhile, inside me, I was like, God, thank you. He asked me once, do you want apple? I love apple. I said, no, thank you, because I was raised to say no, thank you. He said, I said, I insist. So I said, well, if you insist. Meanwhile, I wanted it. But he felt like, he didn't see me as someone who was desperate or who was. I said, because you insist. Meanwhile, inside me, I don't chop almost half the apple already. And the day he asked me out, he said, be my guest. I said, I'll think about it. When I got to my room, I'm like, hey, Jesus, thank you. Because I liked him, but I had to show him that I had, a choice. So even after 24 years, hello, I still try to sometimes bone and pose because I'm a woman now, so that you'll be trying to recut me. I want to be cutted. So that the price will not drop, so that we always up our game. Hello. One aspect of branding is you learn to be scarce. Say scarcity. Don't say scarcity, say scarcity. Say scarcity. Say third mainland bridge. Not third mainland bridge. Say scarcity. Say, tell the neighbor, learn to be scarce. Say not scarce. Scarce is not branded, it's scarce. So you must learn to apply that rule of scarcity. 1 second. Why is gold expensive? Why is gold expensive? It's scarce. It's rare. That's why so if you understand that art of it, and you're not everywhere. One time NNPC called me to speak, and then I said to them, I'll check my schedule. I didn't have schedule. I'll check my schedule to see. It was years ago. And they were like, we really hope you have the time. I said, I'll see how that goes. And they called again and said, yes, I think I can squeeze out time for you. And then they said, they asked me how much. I called a very high price. And they said, please. But they have seen me as some brand to associate with. I want to challenge you as individual lawyers. Because the idea we have about lawyers, the categories. There are some that are not that, like, just glorified houseboys. Apologies for that, for sounding that way. But there are some that are learned, that real learned silk. They resemble learned silk. They resemble them. But the other ones look like, the regulars. I'm asking you, where do you want to play? You've got to build that brand. Because people are identifying you, whether you are aware of it or not. And that brand is how they will pay you. Your earnability is linked to our perception of you. And you show us how to perceive you by what you project daily. How you carry yourself. How you walk. Even if you want to scratch in public, there are ways to scratch. You don't go, ah. There's some steez about scratching. Just rub it. It's biting you, just rub it. But we go to the bathroom quietly, then get iron sponge and then know how to. Or how to use the bathroom. Hello? Can I show you? how to, as basic as how to use the bathroom, how to compose yourself. You don't just go there, just, Arsenal, Chelsea, leave Arsenal, leave Chelsea, focus. Go close to the white porcelain and zip down. Then bring out the instrument and point it towards the room. And afterwards, you shake it and put it back. Focus, stay focused. Otherwise, you go like, ping, 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 ping. And I don't imagine that the men here, one class, pee outside. I see things happening on the tire of trucks. That's very scary. I see ammonia being spilled. I see the grass turning from green to brown because ammonia has been soaked in it. Why? I don't think anybody here, among the learned seniors here and learned silk here, would ever attempt to wee-wee outside. I doubt. Or the women, for all the women, I don't think so. I doubt. I do solemnly doubt. I solemnly doubt. I know what you do. I know you go, you look for it. Even the one that is 200 naira to pay. I know you have more than 200 naira, so you go into the bathroom and you use it. You don't say, I'll tell you what happened in UK once. One class, please. One man from Nigeria was pressed. And he told his friends, oh guy, oh boy, I want peace, so. I said, hold on, we still reach the place, hold on. They walked another how many meters? I said, oh boy, this thing, they catch me, I want peace. He said, I said, you should hold on. The third time, he said, oh boy, I said, I don't do him already. He was already wet. He couldn't hold it anymore. But you can go into restaurants and hotels. That's why I'm saying, if you look presentable and look like composed and responsible, when you go into a hotel and say, please, may I use the bathroom? They won't say, oh, God, leave here now. They will let you use the bathroom. The way you present yourself affects the price. Your present in Nigeria too, yes, your presentation affects the price. Years ago, MTN had an innovation day, and I was still working in GRA. I didn't own the business at the time, and I drove my car, and the woman said to me, "You know what? Please park your car here. We'll let you in." I didn't have a ticket, but they said to me, "I'll let you in." I looked like someone that should be let in. Hello, I had that look like someone that should be allowed in. And as I was going in, the CFO walked beside me. I didn't even know who he was, but they thought that we were together because I looked like someone that was responsible. So they gave us the front seat. There was no space in the hall, but they pushed us in and gave us the front seat because it was like I was one of them. I wasn't. I'm saying that this is the advantage. Good manners, personal branding, that's the advantage. We are 8 billion on earth. Who will give you the chance to speak is from your presentation, your composure, your language, your vocabulary, your manners, how you walk, how you talk, how you sit, how you scratch. Some guys are even happy enough to put their hand in the pocket and to try to shift the narrative. We know. And they will bend here, they will bend here. Wear the correct size of boxers. One boxer a day. Hello, one boxer a day. One pant a day. One toothbrush a quarter. Not the one that the toothbrush has finished. Some to the left, some to the right, some to the north. The middle bit is bald. Every day you're trying to, it can't do what it can't do. One toothbrush, how long, please? A quarter. And then you change it. And please brush. And brush your tongue. So when you speak, you will not shift back. And you're shifting back quietly because you're bringing out a very horrible odor. And manage your impression. Manage your hygiene. Don't shave. Hello. So if I say hands up now, I'm not sure whether I will not have a cloudy room. Cloudy room. Shave. All that black and brown and off-white, shave. Shave your pubic region. Some of you are wearing, you think you're wearing Pampers because it's so thick. Meanwhile, it's just hair. 40-year-old hair. 50-year-old hair. And you're not Samson. You're not Tarzan. I have the mic. When you do, these little basic manners go a long way. Shave. And your socks should not live in your shoe. After a while, these socks, I don't know what we will do about socks. How many men removed their socks from the shoe this morning to wear? Tell the whole truth. Shame the devil. How many men removed their socks from their shoe where it was from yesterday? Was from somewhere else. I believe you, sir. I believe you, sir. But not from the shoe, but somebody else. You are from the shoe. Can we stop putting our socks in our shoe? That's how you enter the room. We think, what's smelling like Momo? Not Momo, it's you. Wet socks. It's you. Carry yourself with dignity. Dress the way you like to be addressed. Build a brand from outside in. Because we can't see your inside. Only God sees the heart. It's a world of men. Men walk with the outward appearance. The outward appearance. How you carry yourself. How you speak. How you communicate. Even when you're upset. How you communicate your anger with grace. It's possible. In this Lagos, it's possible. On the streets of Lagos and traffic, it's possible. Hey, wait, mad. Hey, your father. What happened? Someone hit you. A woman was hit on Third Mainland Bridge years ago. It was an SUV. She came out of the car and slapped the guy driving a motorbike. And the guy was upset. You can't slap me, I'm a man. He carried her and threw her into the Third Mainland Bridge. And she passed. Over what? The side mirror. How much is the side mirror? You have to learn the art of emotional intelligence. It's possible. These are things you can use to change the narrative and the brand of lawyers, and it will help you stand out. It begins from how you carry yourself, your hair solution, your personal hygiene, those basic things. That's why I said one boxer right. Some of you, your boxers are wet, and you wear it and part of your trouser is wet like this here. You don't know what we know. We know what's going on. Some of us, you wear one bra for a long time and you're scratching and we know what are you doing in public. Or how you eat. You eat is so noisy we can hear what happened? Or you eat and the thing is stuck here, you put your hand and bring it out. Or in the office you dip your bread in the tea and say something must kill a man, must you be the one that must be killed? Little things. It's not, this is called inside sauce. Not for you to, not scissors. It's just, you can't use it and tear the sachet of whatever and tear the water and think, I'm an African. God forbid. That's not how Africans are. We are decent. We are well behaved. We are well mannered. We are cultured. We are cultured. Yes, we are cultured. That was a good time to put your hands together. So I will leave this, because I just wanted to summarize it. That this is the art of selling yourself. People don't buy your product or services. People buy you. They buy you first. People buy you before they buy anything else. So you can have people who are selling the same thing on the same row, and one person is preferred. Why? The same products, the same price, but one person is preferred. Why? The way they communicate, the way they show empathy, the way they care. And we can't lose empathy in our society. We are almost doing it. Who remember the girl that died in the Kaduna train mishap? She was a doctor. She was crying for help. We were nasty. We are judgmental. We are unkind. We're cruel. We have to learn to be better, to show empathy. Say empathy is the foundation of etiquette and the source of great power. We can show empathy in our country, in our land, and bring back that glory that was once ours, because it was really ours. Here, Africa is a cradle of civilization. Let's bring back the posh, particularly you, the lawmakers, the law enforcement agencies, the people who we trust. You can bring that back to you. It's possible. So you can flame that fire and create from you an organic, authentic, original brand. I want to show you how to shake hands as we end. Please stand. Get a partner. Handshaking is how we show that we are professionals. And you shake hands between your thumb and the thumb and the index finger. Thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. These two, you have the web. Handshaking should be brief. Say brief. Professional. Friendly. Say brief. Professional. Friendly. Please come, ma'am. Ma'am, please come. Let me show you how brief is the problem for us. See how we do handshakes. When you want to show you're professional, that you're someone who knows what you're doing, a handshake is very important. This is how we shake hands in. Sorry. Watch. Watch this. Hello, goodness gracious. I haven't seen you in forever. Are you the one? Wow, where are you now? Oh, how are the children and the family? And we forget that it's somebody's hand. You shake from the, where is this? The elbow, not the shoulder. So you don't do this. Just shake, just shake 1, 2, and you let go the hand. But you must maintain eye contact. Not too far, 6 feet is too far, but not too close. But you will not count like 1, 2, just assume like 3 feet. And then you maintain eye contact, not too high and not too low. Just, please. Awesome. Just 1, 2. And like I said, don't look at someone that's on your shaking stick. Focus on her. Hello, how do you do? Thank you. Awesome. So you see, that's how it works. So everyone, please pick a partner. Let me just shake hands and we'll wrap up. Pick a partner, please. You don't sit down to give a handshake. You don't sit down to give a handshake. Yes, thank you, Mom. You don't sit down to give a handshake. Hello. You don't sit down to give or receive a handshake. You must stand up. Maintain eye contact. Face the person squarely. Not too far, not too close. Brief. It's got to be brief. Thank you very much, ma'am. Awesome, I like this. Thank you.
One house. One house, please. One house, please.
Thank you very much. Please sit down. Awesome. I'm wrapping up. Thank you very much. One class. Hello. Thank you for that exercise. Before I drop the mic, after this very interesting, please clap for yourself, a very interesting class. I want to leave you with one question. What image are you leaving in the minds of people about you? Consciously, subconsciously. Every day is a new opportunity to leave an image in the minds of people. I call them stakeholders. They're employers, they're investors, they're just stakeholders. They won't talk to you until they have decided. They will say, we have decided to make you, they have discussed you in your absence. One class, they have discussed you in your absence. What will they say about you in your absence? Do you have a strong brand, or are you here and there? Are you confusing? Are you giving out conflicting signals about your brand? Or do we know for certain who you are? We know for certain this is who this person is. In season and out of season. That is your responsibility. So I want to challenge you, maybe urge you, beseech you, ask you, maybe even beg you. It is in your place to raise the bar, literally. Let them see lawyers as people who are actually learned in conduct, in principle, by what you project, by how you carry yourself, wherever you find yourself, even how you eat. So you must learn these things. Basic table manners, basic courtesy, basic diction. So when you open your mouth to speak, in their minds they know this one is worth a lot. She knows her onions. He knows his onions. Your brand is what we say about you when you are not in the room. Thank you very much.
Can we have a standing ovation for our guests for today? Okay, please, can we have a seat? I'm sure as a fallout from, please don't say cucumber. Repeat after me, cucumber. Good. Okay, now, I'm sure we have some questions. We are only going to take 3 because time is fast spent, and I think we still have some other things to do. By the way, let me say this thing. I'm proud of this lady here. I'm so proud of her because she's my sister. Yes. The husband is my brother from Okokitim, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm so proud to be associated with her. Thank you so much for your time. Usually, we have a plaque that we give on this occasion. Unfortunately, the person that was supposed to bring the plaque failed. But I assure you, you'll still get it. You'll get your plaque. We have a letter for you. Mr. Chairman, sir, do we have questions? No questions. Thank you so much. Mr. Chairman. Okay. You want to speak on your books?
Yes, a few of them, if you have some copies behind, etiquette, book of etiquette, and personal branding. This was written for African women to learn how to price. Stop pricing, stop selling yourself short. Even the men can read it too. Thank you so much. They're all behind. Yes. The books are behind, yes. Are they behind? Where are they? Where are you? They're outside. Okay, they're outside. Where are you? Okay, they're there. They're there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Yes, please, sir.
Sister, may God help you if you are in UK and that pressure of urine comes and there is no hotel nearby, there is no eatery, and you're under pressure. So, in all this your etiquette teaching,
yes.
what do you do? Is it better for you to offload in the car?
No, if you have a bottle, keep a bottle in the car.
And
There are issues here.
there's no bottle.
No, I'm saying that as a brand, you must plan for those things. You can't say there's no bottle and there's no way out because you're a brand.
So anytime you are going out, you must have a bottle in
Just
case.
before you go out, don't overdrink. Start with that. Don't empty a liter of juice because you're going to be pressed. So plan that one. But in case of city, as we say in Nigeria, put a bottle in the car. Because they will catch your guy if you go UK. And on the street, they'll pick you up. So put a bottle in the car. It's easier right now if we have traffic here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guest speaker. Mr. No, just a minute, please. If you notice that we are taking away, senior advocate, I'm going to be checking your car henceforth, whether you have that bottle in your car. Yeah, and then now we know. You know, sometimes when you are home and then there's this sudden mood swing and shift in the position by our spouses. Now we have the hint. Yes, we got the clue. Yeah, we got it. And I don't know, out of our scarce resources, we don't know how that plaque, is it plague or plaque? I'm learning to brand. Yes, I'm serving you this letter of appreciation for your presence and insightful contributions. We have had a wild time. We hope we have you around again. Thanks for coming.
Okay, distinguished colleagues, before you came in, we made an announcement as part of our program for this year that we are going to Gambia, and it's between the 2nd of September and the 8th. So if you are interested, please get in touch with the secretary of the committee. Details of the trip will be given as we go along, but this is very important that you know that it's only on first come, first served basis. And if you don't put your name down, it may be too late if you come back tomorrow. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, thank you. We're grateful.
Thank you. Thank you, and I hope that we'll take a few of those highlights away. Today I'm going to go around with my biro and piece of paper. I'm going to be taking